What it do? What it do? It is Morning Wood on this beautiful Sunday. Day three, day what of the portal? Man, I'm losing count. But listen, the transfer portal ain't closed on the Sundays. This ain't Chick-fil-A, my dog. Like it's wide open still out there. So while you're at brunch, while fans talking about culture, coaches, etc. on the phone, visits are happening. Agents are texting, in-out numbers are getting floated like balloons at a parade. Sunday just means the Wi-Fi is stronger and the conversations are quieter. Nothing has stopped. So let me say this slow for the folks in the back. Replacing production is more important than replacing names. Names sell jerseys. Production wins games. See, fans fall in love with names because names feel familiar. You feel connected to them, especially through reach to people well off, even the pregame network. But football don't care about your last name. Football asks one question: can you replace the yards, or can you replace the snaps, or can you replace the points? Because that's the real math, and the question becomes about math. A linebacker don't tackle based on reputation. A corner don't cover a resume. A safety don't care what your Twitter followers look like. The game only recognizes production. So here's the part that people don't like to hear, because sometimes you can replace 90% of the production at 60% of the cost. And I've been trying to tell y'all that college football is a big business now. And in today's college football economy, that's not cold. That's just smart business. See, names come with baggage, names come with expectations, names come with price tags inflated by last year's highlights. Production? Oh, production comes from fit, from opportunity, from hunger, from a player who ain't been fed yet. That backup at a mid tier program might be one opportunity away from turning into a problem. That guy who only plays special teams might be a starter once the reps show up. And here's the secret sauce. Now lean in. Every coach worth a whistle knows production travels. Names don't always. You don't recruit nostalgia. You don't play for yesterday. You pay for what's coming next. So when fans panic because a name hits the portal, what they're really saying is, I don't trust the evaluation. But elite programs, they trust film, they trust development, they trust math. And on Sundays, while emotion's loud and logic is quiet, the real work is out there getting done. Because championships ain't built on feelings, they're built on replacing output efficiently, relentlessly, and without apology. So relax, fans. The portal is still spinning, the phones are still ringing, and the scoreboard, it never asks who used to be here. It only asks who can produce now. I've told you guys over and over, when the names start coming in, be sure and compare the exiting production to the incoming production. So we're short in this portal process, but let's take a quick look at what's going on in Colorado. Y'all always get mad and say Uncle using names and he doing this. So I've taken the names out of it. Ain't no names. We looking at data. Departing wide receiver, 45 receptions, 808 yards, 8 touchdowns, 18-yard average. Incoming wide receiver, 43 catches, 976 yards, 6 touchdowns. Huh? And then personally vetted by the new offense coordinator? Huh? Shit. Running game. Departed running back through the portal, 70 carries, 326 yards, 1 touchdown, 4.7 yards per carry. Incoming back, 91 carries, 565 yards, 5 touchdowns, 6.2 per carry. And again, vetted by the new OC. And y'all want to panic? Oh, not me. Oh, well, what about defense? What's going on with defense? Oh, you want to talk defense? Let's go to the D line. Bet. A D line that departed. Greatly paid D lineman, I might add, that hit the portal. 4 tackles, 0 sacks, 0 forced fumbles, 0 interceptions. Incoming D lineman, 11 tackles, 1.5 sacks, 1 forced fumble, 1 interception. The math is mathing, y'all. And since I woke up on this Sunday with this wood and I'm in I told you so mood, let's go one more wide receiver since y'all cry so much about it. Outgoing wide receiver, 20 receptions, 158 yards, 1 touchdown, 7.9 average. Incoming wide receiver, 88 receptions, 1,291 yards, 10 touchdowns, 14.7 average. Boy, it's amazing what you can do when you run a business on logic and not emotions. Take the emotions out of it, y'all. Y'all in your feelings off of names. And let me add this part because this is where perspective comes in. Consider how many former Buffs under Coach Prime you never heard of before they got to Boulder. You know, the names you could say now without even thinking about. Household names, Sunday conversations, on the draft board, jerseys in the crowd. That wasn't an accident. That was evaluation. Coach Prime didn't inherit a roster full of 5-star household names. He created them. He took players folks that scrolled past and said, no, that one right there, that's production in waiting. That's opportunity. And guess what? Opportunity showed up and production followed. Now, we're going to continue to talk about this portal because the numbers are loud. The thing is setting records, more players, more movement, more options than ever before. And here's the part that fans don't connect on. When you know exactly what you need, finding it ain't complicated. It's surgical. This ain't blind shopping. This ain't throwing darts. Coach Prime ain't looking for the best player available. He's looking for the exact skill set that fits the plan, particularly with a new OC coming in. Length, speed, experience, edge, ball skills. When you know the profile, the portal becomes a catalog, not chaos. And that's why Buff fans shouldn't panic on this Sunday morning. Panic is for teams without an identity. Panic is for staffs that are guessing. Colorado knows what it is building. They know the tempo. They know the standard. They know the production that they need to replace, not the names. And when you've already proven you can turn unknowns into impact players, the portal ain't scary. It's an advantage. So while folks refreshing Twitter looking for familiar names, Colorado working the margins, finding the value, finding the fits, finding tomorrow's household names before you even learn how to pronounce them. So I tell y'all again, relax. The system works. The numbers there and the blueprint already stamped. Now, before we close this thing out on this Sunday morning, we got to talk about Shedeur Sanders because this one matters. It's the last game of the season. It's against the Bengals. The lights are still on, even if standings say otherwise. But let's be clear. This game ain't about stats padding. This ain't about proving he belongs. He has already proved that. This game is about confirmation, not validation. So what are the expectations? First and foremost, command. Not just running the offense, owning it. Setting the protections, changing plays, looking like the adult in the room when things break down. Second, situational dominance. What is he going to do on third downs in the red zone in 2-minute moments? Not the spectacular throw, but the right throw. Sheduer has already shown accuracy. He's already shown toughness. He's already shown leadership in chaos behind an offensive line that's been playing musical chairs all year. So what hasn't he done yet? He hasn't been given a real runway to show that he can fly. But in spite of not having a real runway, he still showed that he can fly. This is not about Sheduer. This last game is not about Sheduer. This is about the Browns asking themselves one honest question. When things aren't perfect, when protection leaks, when the run game stalls, who do we trust to steady the ship? And Sheduer's answer all year has been the same. I got it. So now the bigger question, and this is the one that should make Browns fans nervous. Will the Browns get this right in the offseason? Because you're one game away from the offseason. Because this organization got a long history of overthinking the obvious, chasing the shiny thing, ignoring the steady. They don't need spectacular. They need reliable with upside. They don't need a savior. They need a quarterback who processes fast, protects the ball, and elevates the room. And Shedeur Sanders has already checked all those boxes. So Sunday, a few hours from now, ain't about hero ball. It ain't about showing the Browns what smart football looks like when it's calm, controlled, and confident. If Cleveland gets this right, they're going to build around him. If they get it wrong, we've seen this movie before in Cleveland, and the Browns fans know the ending. And before we got out of here, man, in the coming days, let you know we're going to keep you updated on the portal. Every move, every visit, every fit that matters. But now that the holidays are truly behind us, you need to know that the morning run is going to be back 3 days a week. Uncle Chico is coming back starting later today, post game with the Browns. You tell me with Deuce the Scoop is back. And even the big boys with Coach Carl Reed is back. And I'm hearing off in these streets, they talking that Wednesdays with Warren ain't far behind. So, man, get your popcorn ready. No breaks, no coasting, just work. Coming with the same energy, same standard, same early morning, same late nights, even with special guests. If it's happening in sports, in the culture, whether it's in Boulder, football, or wherever, we're going to be on it. Morning wood, no coffee needed. Hey, we'll see you later on the day, Uncle Chico, and then tomorrow for the morning run. We out.